Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for Cancer season. Now this will be for all the individual signs, but in the beginning, this introduction will be a general overview of Cancer season. Now Cancer season will be from June 20th to July 22nd when Leo season begins. Now, you know that when I am doing the longer readings, which I kind of look at as more the chapters, I use a bunch of cards, a bunch of decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, kind of gives me the main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for some clarification. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, words of advice. I'm kind of getting to the finishing with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I also will be pulling just one, because I've been liking these cards a little bit more so, my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards. Now, I will finish then with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Yes, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message, and that's what I try to do. Remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help. And thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's do a little bit of the introduction where I want to go over some of the things happening in Cancer season. Now, I'm also going to pull randomly a card from my Waite Rider traditional tarot. Okay, so like I said, June 20th, Cancer season begins. It's also the summer solstice. Cancer is a water sign. It will actually begin at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of truth in life during Cancer season. There will be some high emotions. There will be some rather deeper emotions too. But this is about Cancer. Cancer season wants to know the truth, but the Cancer season also wants to know the quality. There's quality in truth, okay? So if you're giving half-truths, Cancer season will not accept that. I will say that probably will affect a lot of the air signs too, because if you're not given the whole truth, if you're lying through a mission, air signs will not like that at all. They will not, and they'll catch you on that, okay? But all of the signs it will kind of rub you raw, any kind of lies through a mission. So this is going to be one of those times that, there's got to be some quality. There's got to be quality in the truth. So let's pull a couple of cards for here and see what we might have as an overview for my Cancers. Not for my Cancers, for my Cancer season. Here we go. Put you over there. First card will be Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving on. Things have to change. So this is a 10 transition, but it's meant to be. There is some changes happening. Again, there's going to be, I talk about Saturn with Aquarius, but this has more depth to this. This has more strength to this. And this is part of that karmic type of energy. It's like karma cannot be denied. Karma cannot be denied. Next card there is the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and also our Virgo. This is about, 7 is that divine number for me too. It's a divine umbrella. This is about rewards. This is about a lot of the work that has been happening. You should start seeing some rewards for your efforts, for the things, for what you have put in. If you have put in a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, you should start seeing a lot of positive rewards returned. Now, next card is the King of Wands. Now, Wands is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy going on in Cancer. And with the Leo energy, there's going to be some surprises going on. Now, the King underlying is air energy, thought processes, thinking things through. So there could be some surprises coming during this time. And it's something that needs to happen. It's something that will happen. but it's seeing also, the King of Wands is also seeing more of the future. So that does go along with a lot of what this is. Things have to happen. The King of Wands is waiting and watching and hoping and making things happen also. Okay, so now I talked about that this will be the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. That's the longest day of the year, meaning the longest day that we have light and sunshine. It is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. It's like, it's when there's more dark than there is light. So that's one thing going on. Okay, so on the 20th of June also, and this is at 11:05 a.m., Jupiter will go retrograde. It is still in Pisces. During this time, and Pisces is a water sign, and I think this kind of fits with what we're having here. I kind of get these, just my own impressions, what I was also reading. I do go to other sites to kind of see, what's happening. But my feelings were that it was going to be warm, cozy. It's kind of rose-colored glass time. Now, with this retrograde, there should also be a sense of relief and release. But it's also the start. The start of this will also bring about what's called a honeymoon phase. Now, the 21st of June, Venus in Cancer trines with Neptune, which is also a water sign. There's going to be truth coming out, especially about love. Now, if it's a true love, it will work out really. It will actually bring out that positive truth. If it is not, again, lies will not be tolerated, even if they're through a mission. Now, the 22nd of June, Mercury goes direct in Gemini. However, don't get too excited, because what happens is it will take about 14 days before it leaves what's called the retrograde shade. So there's still a little bit of that karma going. The closer you are to the 22nd, as we go out, and it leaves that around the July 7th. The closer it gets to, July 7th, the weaker that karmic cycle is. Anyway, the 24th of June is a full moon, and it will be in Capricorn. Now, that will be at 2:39 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. All the things that I'm gathering, my thoughts are, this is where we pull up our big kid pants. We need to be real to ourselves. We need to be honest to ourselves and to others. There's going to be a lot of balance, and remember, this will go from, this goes through that cycle. There needs to be some balancing between home and life. Oh, I pulled the wrong cards. And let's see, and again, the words, be true to thine own self, comes up. Okay, now let's go on. Let's see what happens. Let's pull some cards for the full moon in Jupiter. Not in Jupiter, I'm sorry, in Capricorn. Here we go. Put these again. There. First card. Okay, so this is reversed. We have a 1, new beginnings, new start. The Magician. The Magician is about making things happen. So remember, this is the time that the full moon is when I tell you it's a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Now, when the new moon is going to the full moon, that's when it's getting bigger. They call that the waxing moon. That's the time to request. When the moon is getting smaller and it's going, it's called the waning moon. And that's when you release. Around the full moon, and I would say, basically go like 3 days before, day of, and 3 days after is a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need, but to also request. So the Magician is basically saying you can make things happen around this full moon. Remember, Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's more tangible energy. Anyway, next card is here, the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups has that mixture between the water sign of Cups and the Page's underlying energy of Earth. So there is that mixture going on, and that's exactly what we have here. But it's kind of whimsical at the same time. It's kind of like, expect maybe a little bit of the unexpected. I know that goes with Uranus and Taurus all the time. But, it's kind of a expect. And if you want to expect something negative, put it out, comes back. If you want to expect positive, put it out. Now, your next card here is, we've got actually 4 cards. Next card is Ace of Wands, your air energy that we've talked about. I'm sorry, wand is your fire energy, passionate. Aces is a new beginning, one. So we have a couple of ones here. So it could be a really wild start. It could be something that, you really want to go after too. So there's really positive energy around this full moon. Next card is the Page of Pentacles. So we have two ones and we have two pages. Pentacles is our earth energy. This is about new jobs, new beginnings, new ways to make money. Okay, now, a couple of things else we have going on here. On June 25th, Neptune goes retrograde, and that's also going to be in Pisces. Now we have the 27th of June. Venus enters Leo. There's going to be a lot of energy around love. So this is going to be, if you're going to fall in love, it's going to be big and generous. If you're going to break up, it's going to be big and generous, okay? So it's not going to necessarily be something that's it's not going to be moderate. There's going to be a lot of things happening. It's going to, you meet somebody, or any of the relationships that I talk about, your work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home, something's going to start. It's going to be big. It's going to be really, oh, this is great. If it's, like I said, if it's being pulled apart, it's going to be big also. It's not something, this Leo and Venus, and also to remember, this is when it's starting. So this is going to go on until it goes into Cancer. I think it goes into Cancer. No, I'm sorry, it goes into Virgo on the 21st of July. So this will be going on for a little bit of time. It's going to be big. And like I said, if it's positive, it's going to feel great. If it's not positive, not so great. Anyway, now this I did take from another site, and I will post that site because I did like a lot of the things that they talked about with Cancer. But I want to make sure that, this is something from another site. This one, they were saying, and I'm going to say this is going to be more from June 30th to maybe July 10th. High risk of unexpected shocks and surprises. I'll post this in the community page, their link. And I've posted their site before, but not for a long time. So basically, the first of July, we have Mars, which is in Leo, opposing Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. On the 4th of July, we have Mars again, squares with Uranus and Taurus. And Leos know what that means. That's always Uranus and Taurus. Expect that unexpected. We have Cancer on the 5th, sextiles with Uranus and Taurus. We have Leo on the 7th, opposing Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And on the 8th, we have Venus squaring with Uranus. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of weird type of energy. Leo is about, Leo has heart. Leo has very strong commitments. Now, I'm not, Leo wants, Leo is very straightforward in many ways, So there's a lot of things that might be happening around that time. On July 9th, we have our new moon in Cancer. My feeling on that when I was, putting this together, and like I said, I pray and meditate, the message was the pressure brings the diamond, so how they have a, like the piece of coal or charcoal or whatever, the pressure brings the diamond. So new moons are the start of a new cycle where it is about, again, requesting. Let's see, we're just going to pull one card here for the new moon and see what that might say. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you want to, yeah, we're going to take you out. Okay, no, this is the card. Here we go. The Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is a 9. 9 has a completion to it, but the Hermit is also saying maybe it's time to back away a little bit. Maybe it's time to step away a little bit. Make sure you connect with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, also to, the source. Also, it's a good time for you to do a lot of reflection. Okay, so we're just going to go with that for the new moon. Mercury on the 11th enters Cancer. Serious talks, discussions about heart, home. But again, this is about seeing the truth. It may be an extremely emotional time, but it's about seeing the truth. And, and again, during Cancer, it's, don't lie through, especially with omission. Okay, meaning Well, maybe it wasn't a real lie, but I just didn't tell you the truth. Okay. So then on the 21st, Venus enters Virgo. That is going to be a nicer, it's a little calmer. It's more, Virgo being the earth energy, it's going to be more grounded energy. Just be a little careful about smugness. That just popped for me. On the 22nd, the sun enters Leo at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. And I did put this here because the 23rd, there will be the full moon in Aquarius at 10:36 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, we have that, that change signs, the changing energies plus that full moon energy. So, whew. So just kind of wanted to let you know what I was feeling a little bit about this. I will add this to the front. And of course, anyone that cross watches, I will put the time that this is over also in the link. Okay? So now, remember the like, share, subscribe. But now let's start with our readings. Hello, my Geminis, and welcome to Cancer season. I know your birthday season has ended, but your year has really, really begun. So let's see what we've got going on for my Geminis. Let me shuffle this a few more times. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Middle card is reversed. Here we are. Had some very interesting readings today. So very interesting. Let's see if yours is. What is the Chinese blessing and curse? May you live in interesting times. So anyway, let's go on. First card is Unity. Unity. So now we have a 5. 5 has about change, positive, negative. 5 also has a divine grace to it. Archangel Sandalphon, Sandalphon believed to have been Elijah, the great prophet. Unity does have, it does sound like coming together. It does sound like joining together. The thing about this is also, I always see the Hierophant, and it always is kind of very strict. And I am a little bit of a rebel. My Geminis, you are too. So even though it's kind of like rules, like, okay, gotta do, gotta wake up at this time, go get, it's like my rules, 15 minutes for this, 15 minutes for that, lunchtime, you got 10 minutes, okay. I just feel this is very rule oriented. So not sure where I'm going with this for you, but I always feel like the rules are a little bit too tight. And, I would rather back away from the rules. Not to say, yes, I will not go through a red light. I'm not going to say to do anything, not to be totally rebellious against this. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, maybe this is something that the rules are kind of coming in a little bit too tight. Anyway, traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organization. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now that sounds very positive, but I always feel like the rules. Maybe there's a little bit of a rule breaker here. Again, you don't want to harm anyone. You don't want to do anything bad, but sometimes the rules don't make sense. Anyway, next card is reversed. The 4 of Fire. Now, 4s has some stability to it. Okay, it does have some organization. I like 4s. I do like 4s, and I like the 4 of Fire because that actually has a positive outcome. That has things working out for you. Things are doing better. There's a celebratory type of outcome with the 4 of Fire. Fire is our Leo, which there'll be a lot of Leo energy, and we'll be going towards Leo season during Cancer. It's our Sagittarius. It's also our Aries, passionate, burning, determined. So, whatever, maybe you need to follow the rules, and maybe because you're following the rules, there's a good outcome with it. I don't know. I kind of feel rule breaker here, or I just feel like the rules don't make sense. But let's go on. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life. The successful completion of a project. Not quite sure where we're going with this 4, this 5, and this 4. Let's see what our next card is for you. The 4 of Air. Okay, I think this is telling you need a break. You need a break. This is kind of, okay, so air is your energy. It is also Libra, and it's also Aquarius, thought processes, making plans, hearing news. This is taking a break. I kind of feel like you need a break from some of these rules. You need a break. Maybe this is your job. Maybe this is just, I kind of feel that that's more the case of it. I feel like you need to take your vacation. You need to take a break. You need to step away. You need to get some rest. You need to meditate. You need to rejuvenate. I think that this is going to be a time for you to come into your own in a higher spiritual manner also. Okay? But I kind of feel that you need to take a break. Okay. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So when we talk meditation, that's connecting with your higher power, the divine source, whoever that is, whatever you call that, okay? But that's connecting. I feel like you need to take a break. I think that there's just too much of this energy around, and I think you need to take a break. And I know I said rule breaker, and now I'm saying take a break. So there's something with that very strongly. Okay, and you've got the 4. So there's a 544 energy going. You may want to go and put that in your search engine. 544 angel number. See if there's something going on with that for you. Okay, let's go on. My John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Here we are. First card. So now we have an 8 here. Trapped in fear. Okay, 8 has unlimited opportunities. 8 has possibilities out there. So what is this? Is this together? Is this unity in this 8 trapped in fear? What's holding you back? Do you know what's holding you back, my Geminis? Is something holding you back? This could be very specific for just some specific Gemini out there. But there's a lot of, this has a lot to do with being in your mind. This has a lot to do with stinking thinking. So, and maybe that's what this is coming from. Maybe you've been surrounding yourself, or maybe you are surrounded by. When I say you've been surrounding yourself, maybe that means, that sounds like you put yourself in the situation. And many times we don't put ourselves in the situation. People gravitate towards Geminis. They love to come to Geminis, okay? They love your sparkle. They love your wit. They love that. And then, you find that they're trying to change you, okay? Anyway, I do know, I've talked about my mom many a times too here. She was a Gemini. Many a time she was worried that, she was always worried about, because she was impulsive, or she liked to do certain things that and then she wound up actually having to, kind of step back a little bit and kind of go, oh my gosh, because, she couldn't do things in secrets. Gemini cannot be, you can try to be secretive, and in many things you can do secrets if it's about someone else, but when it's about you, it comes out. So I don't know. So there's some sort of a connection between this unity and this trapped in fear. So let's see what else we have going on here. Wisdom. So now we have another 5 coming in here. 5, wisdom, basically that has to do with, it's kind of an interesting card. You almost could see a correlation between the two, except this has a more positive spin to it. This has a more positive energy to it. So yes, this is, a person in a church. This is talking about traditional spiritual organizations, but this has a positive spin. This is somebody, the dog likes this person. The dog likes this person. The family wants the person to come. The book that they're holding, has a positive spin. There's some light on this person. So there is a positive spiritual connection that, that you can work for and you can make. Again, there's just, let's see, let's keep going with this. There's something here. Intuition. Okay. Intuition, knowing something that nobody else knows, receiving those messages from your higher power that nobody else is necessarily getting at the time. Okay, so there's a lot of it's almost kind of a little bit backwards. It's kind of like, like you're receiving, this could be a month, this could be a season where you're receiving a lot of this intuition, a lot of the messages. And, this just doesn't feel fun. I just shouldn't say fun. This just feels very constricting to me when it really shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. If you're receiving messages from higher power and you know that this is something that is a positive energy and that you're keeping your vibrations high and it's positive, it should not be something that you should be ashamed of or worried about. Wow, we're going somewhere, aren't we? Let's go on here. Let's go on and see what else we have here for my Geminis. Oh my goodness, my Geminis. This has to be someone very specific, so let's go on. Intuition, though, is trust your gut. If you're not hurting someone, remember, we don't trust bad voices, okay? We trust voices that tell us to edify, to help people, to help ourselves. Sometimes we can even sometimes our intuition can come almost like, I'm talking to you and then something happens. Sometimes, you're not supposed to do anything except be aware that it's going to happen, okay? Just letting you know that. That used to, and again, I don't know why, but that used to drive my mother nuts when she would know something that was going to happen because she was highly intuitive, highly intuitive. She would know something was going to happen and she couldn't do anything to stop it. And we once had a talk and I told her, well, no, that's just basically higher power sharing information with you. So when it happens, you know that there was a higher power that was working with this. Also, too, we're going there. Also, too, the one thing you can do if you get some sort of information that's not necessarily, positive, you can pray against it. Okay, so there is things that maybe you're not going to be able to go run out and change something, but you can pray against it. That is extremely powerful. Okay, so back to you, my Geminis. I know somebody needed to hear that because we've got that 5-4-4. We've got, this 5. There's a little bit of this rule breaker. There's this little bit of this trapped in fear. But yet you've got really these 2 4s, and you need to take a break from this. You need to move. I think you need to move aside from this. I think you need to or move away from it, take a break. I think you need to reestablish your own spirituality. I think you need to kind of look at it in a more positive light. And I think you need to trust your own intuition more so than you have been. And I do think that Cancer, because there's going to be so much of a focus on truth with Cancer, I think that's going to help you. Okay, let's see. We're just doing this. We're just doing. Whoever needed to hear this. Let's see. Osha Zen Tarot for words of advice for my Geminis. Okay, first card is, okay, here we are, reversed. Okay, this is a 16. This is 16. Okay, Thunderbolt. This is like a Tower card. This is kind of like, I kind of feel like this establishment, that this has to be undone. This has to fall apart. This has to go away. And I shouldn't go away because you'll always live with this. But Thunderbolt is basically, if you look at this card, this is a person here. So it's not necessarily the Tower, but it's getting rid of all of those ideas that don't help you. It's getting rid of all of those negative energies that aren't helping you. So this could be a hard month for you, my Geminis, in so much as it gets rid of a lot of negative energies for you. And sometimes we like to hold on to them. Okay, let's see what our next card is. Reversed again, consciousness. Now, there's a lot of chakra energy here. Now, your main, there's also some sort of galactical type of energy. There is your third eye here. That's what you receive. So, but, some of this, the chakra energies, the main chakras are from your root, sacral, solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and then your crown energy, right? So these are your main, but then there's chakra energies all through your body. So there's energy all around you, my Gemini. So you need to be aware of the energies all around. Well, when I say be aware that the energy is around you. You cannot be aware of all the energies. You just need to be conscious that there is an energy around you. How's that? Okay. Your last card here, Breakthrough. I love this card. I love this card because this is basically, this is an 11, so 1, 1, and this is saying, this is basically breaking through. Well, it's breakthrough. This is, just coming out. This is freedom. There is so much freedom with this. And again, I feel like this is what needs to be, this almost like it needs to be pulled. It needs to, I don't know. I want to put these over here. I don't like those cards. Anyway, this is an interesting reading too. Oh my goodness, so many interesting readings here. Okay, but I will be posting this. I will be posting this, and because I know that somebody, when higher power gives me messages, even like I said, they might be very personal, or they might be something that's like, I didn't want to talk about that, but if I need to, I need to, because it's what needs to be said. And even if there's just one person out there that needed to hear it. Okay, let's go on and see. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Reversed. Divine Guidance. Now this is a nicer card. This is still that same card, but yet this, and this also this here too, but this has a nicer spin to it. I like this. I like how this one works its way through. Divine Guidance, again, it's Archangel Sandalphon. The search for the meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So we come from a negative 5 to a more positive 5. So this is going to be one of those, this time could be one of those times for you, my Geminis, that you are doing a lot of soul searching, that you are digging deep, that you are trying to get rid of some old beliefs or old things that have been hurting you or not necessarily edifying you, not necessarily letting you live the life you need to live. Okay, let's see what we have here. This is reversed. The 2 of Raphael. Raphael has water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. 2s are some decisions, but this is an emotional joining. This is a happy card. This is a positive card. This is one that says, this is coming together energy here. So this could also be, this could be that this could be a joining of your own self, because we do, we have soul, we have spirit, soul, physical. I like to say that we're a spirit. Instead of saying that I'm a person with a spirit, I like to say I'm a spirit with a body. Okay, so it could be a coming together between the spirit, soul, and the body, the psyche, the id. Okay. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. And your last card with this one is Solution. So now we have Sandalphon, now we have Zedkiel, and now we have solutions. We have a 14. If you had the 1, we know what a 4 is, we know what a 1 is. If you add it together, 5. So we have 5, 5, 5. So we have 5, and we have some 4's energy here too. We have some 2 energy too, but success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. And when I talk about healing, it doesn't mean you have to let somebody back in your life. It doesn't. It means you just wish them well. Now they can move on. Or move on, move on. It doesn't mean that I have to let you back in my life. Okay? Somebody needed to hear that one, definitely. Okay, my Geminis, you're going to have to tell me what's going on with this reading, because this has been kind of like, so many, this has just been all over there. So you've had, okay, so you have your 5 here, you have 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then we can have this as a 5. You have a 4, 4, we have a 4 in there too. So there's some numbers, there are some numbers here for you. There's a 2, 2, now that's an 11. That's a 16. I don't know. The numbers are jumping. The 5s and the 4s are jumping for you. So let's see one last card here. So yeah, I really think that there's going to be some really big, spiritual introspection here. You're going to be looking into things. You're going to be maybe looking for a new way, new place to go. Let's see. So here we go. Reversed. Ace of Thought. This would be the Ace of Air. Ace is again a 1. This cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea. which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. So a lot of this has been course corrections. I like that one. I like that. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think yours wins for the most metaphysical energy, metaphysical reading. Let's go and see what crystal or energy for my Geminis. Reversed, titanium rainbow quartz, awakening all chakra, ultimate manifestation, vibrancy, powerful shift. Okay. Not sure what I make of yours, except that there was a lot of things here. So please let me know. Let me know. Comment. I appreciate it. Okay. Whew. That was a lot. There was a lot there. Anyway, my Geminis, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. And, I appreciate it. The most important thing, though, for you, my Geminis, is to really realize this, that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.